Hi everyone, welcome to Gentle Movement, Yin, and Restorative Yoga. My name is Michelle Chua. Have 2 yoga blocks or pillows, an additional pillow, a blanket, and a strap or some kind of rope-like item. And let's start in a supported back bend in Supta Baddha Konasana, which is supine bound angle pose. So set up your 2 blocks, one at the tallest height at the rear of your mat, the other at the medium height going across the mat behind you. And grab your strap. Let's actually use the strap to support the hips here. So make a big loop on the strap so that it's like a hula hoop, like that size almost. Nice big loop. And then wear it around your torso so it comes all the way down just above your pelvis or just at the uppermost part of your pelvis. And then come to sit at the middle of your mat facing away from the blocks with the soles of your feet together. Now, if you don't have a strap that can do this, you can also stuff a pillow or a folded blanket underneath your outer thighs. Just make sure they're even in height. Otherwise, with this loop on the strap, wrap the loop around the outer sides of your feet. I'll lift my feet so you can see. So around the outer sides of your feet, and then tighten the loop enough so that it's pretty tautly supporting you around the lowest part of your lower back or the uppermost part of your pelvis and around your outer feet, so that as you keep your pelvis on the floor, you can lay back and find the area that's right underneath the bottom tips of your scapula, your shoulder blades, to land on the medium height block that's crossing your mat, and then roll your shoulder bones down into the space between the blocks and place the back of your skull on the highest block. Now you might need to adjust the tightness of that loop that's around your upper pelvis. You want to feel snugly supported, but not so constrained that it feels uncomfortable. You want it to feel actually very comfortable. And then once you're in a comfortable position to be still in, making sure your left and right shoulders are symmetrically releasing downward towards the ground and down your back away from your neck, you might rotate your upper arm bones externally to turn the palms to face up, landing the backs of your hands just outside of your thighs, which helps to open the chest even further. Now, if you're finding that you want to go even deeper into opening the chest, you can tilt the block that's underneath your skull 1 step or even 2 steps lower. So the lower the block is behind your head, the higher the lift you get in the chest. Just see what feels like a good place to start in this practice today. And then as you're ready, you might close your eyes, start to direct your attention onto the physical sensations of your body, mentally scanning top of your head, down the sides of your neck, and gradually all the way down to the soles of your feet. Take your time just paying attention to what you're feeling in those areas one by one. Sense the quality of your breath just as it is. Notice when you pay attention to your breath, if the breath pattern changes, let it go. Just let it be as it is, so that it's starting off giving you information of what's present for you right now in your mind, your emotional state, and your energetic being. And as you continue to check in, I'm going to read an excerpt from Thich Nhat Hanh's book, Peace is Every Step, The Path of Mindfulness in Everyday Life. So in honor of this great teacher, Zen master, who passed away just a few days ago, I'm going to be sharing different chapters of one of my favorite books, the very first book that I was introduced to his teachings of mindfulness. As you can tell, it's a pretty worn, well-loved book. So this chapter is called The River of Feelings. Our feelings play a very important part in directing all of our thoughts and actions. In us, there is a river of feelings in which every drop of water is a different feeling, and each feeling relies on all the others for its existence. To observe it, we just sit on the bank of the river and identify each feeling as it surfaces, flows by, and disappears. There are three sorts of feelings: pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. When we have an unpleasant feeling, we may want to chase it away, but it is more effective to return to our conscious breathing and just observe it, identifying it silently to ourselves. Breathing in, I know there is an unpleasant feeling in me. Breathing out, I know there is an unpleasant feeling in me. Calling a feeling by its name, such as anger, sorrow, joy, or happiness, helps us identify it clearly and recognize it more deeply. We can use our breathing to be in contact with our feelings and accept them. If our breathing is light and calm, a natural result of conscious breathing, our mind and body will slowly become light, calm, and clear, and our feelings also. Mindful observation is based on the principle of non-duality. Our feeling is not separate from us or caused merely by something outside us. Our feeling is us. And for the moment, we are that feeling. We are neither drowned in nor terrorized by the feeling, nor do we reject it. Our attitude of not clinging to or rejecting our feelings is the attitude of letting go. This is the yogic practice of aparigraha we've talked about in the first limb of yoga. Letting go, an important part of meditation practice. If we face our unpleasant feelings with care, affection, and nonviolence, first limb of yoga, we can transform them into the kind of energy that is healthy and has the capacity to nourish us. By the work of mindful observation, our unpleasant feelings can illuminate so much for us, offering us insight and understanding into ourselves and society. We talked about getting into the most rooted desires of our wanting self in our last class yesterday. So now we go into the spectrum of emotions and feelings, and how do we relate to them? How are you relating to what's present for you right now as you've checked in with yourself? Can you bring that ahimsa, that loving kindness, to whatever it is that you're feeling, whether it be pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Sort of caring curiosity as you approach this practice. Take a moment to set an intention if you have one, or say a personal prayer beginning this practice with. And you might also offer this practice to someone that you love, someone that you care about, or a group of beings that you care about. And as you continue to lie in this restorative posture of Supta Baddha Konasana, let's begin to deepen the breath, inhaling slowly through your nose. Watch where that breath is moving within. As you reach the top of the inhalation, see if you can pause for just a few seconds before opening your mouth and slowly emptying the breath. Then at the very bottom at empty, pause there for a few seconds before taking an even deeper inhalation. Try that a few more times, pausing at both ends of each breath, taking your time to lengthen the in and out a little bit slower. If there's any sound that wants to move through you, feel free as you open the mouth. Couple more long exhalations through your mouth. Start to place your hands on your outer thighs, lift your knees, and set your feet on the ground. Whether you turn over to one side or you rock forward, find a gentle way to rise up, remove the strap or any props that were holding your legs up, and find a comfortable seat in hero's pose. That's where you place your shins on the ground, knees no wider than hips width apart. And if it's more comfortable to sit higher up on something, use your block or stack a couple of blocks or pillows right between your ankles, elevating your pelvis. Make sure that your toes are pointed back, your feet are not turned out. And as you find this upright position, root down through the left and right sides of your pelvis, your two sitting bones. Lift the back ribs and stretch your abdomen. Roll the shoulder heads back and then press the shoulder blades down your back, and then continue to lift up to your crown. Maybe closing your eyes as you imagine the very base or bottom of your spine, and like blocks restacking, bring your attention up each vertebra, lifting a little taller through each, creating a little more space between each. Continue to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. Let your hands rest, maybe in prayer at your heart center, as we open this practice with a chant, 3 chants of Om, sending the energies of our intentions and dedications out, as well as resonating them within us as we support each other, joining our voices in community. So preparing to chant 3 Oms, take a deep belly breath in. Bow in towards your heart center, your inner teacher. Empty this breath completely now with the mouth closed, just breathing through the nose. Inhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, counting on your own, and exhale 5. All the while, softly narrow the back of your throat. Invite a gentle, soothing, whispering sound as you lengthen the breath evenly through the nose. This is the practice of Ujjayi Pranayama, or victorious breathing, which helps to soothe your nervous system, relax your mind body, and anchor your attention through sound. See if you can keep this practice of breathing consciously going through most of this asana practice or physical yoga. And we're going to start to move to the sound, so let your hands rest face down on your lap as you root your pelvis down and lift your crown, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Slowly slide your chin across your collarbones. Exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Tilt your chin up towards the sky. Continue to circle your head. Few more cycles in this direction. Going very slowly, breathing deeply. Trying to keep the shoulders relaxing down and your lower back long belly slightly engaged to support the lower back. And then let's switch direction, circling the head, warming up your neck. Couple more rounds in this direction. And as you come back to center, extend your left arm straight out to the left, flexing at your wrist so that your fingertips are pointed up. Bring the fingers together like you're saying stop. Use your right hand and place it on the left side of your skull, encouraging, not forcefully, your right ear to drop towards your right shoulder. Continue to lift up the lower spine from the pelvis. Send the shoulder blades down your back. Use your right hand and the gentle weight of it on your skull to help traction movement as you inhale to slowly turn your head to face up. Look up. And as you exhale to slowly turn your head to face down, looking below your right armpit. Like a mini vinyasa flow, inhale, gently turn your head to face up. Exhale, gently turn your head to face down. And on your own, take another 3 cycles of breath. Moving to your breath slowly. Keep pressing the heel of your left palm out towards your left wall. And when you finish this round, looking down under your right armpit, rest your right hand on your skull and stay here for another 3 to 5 deep breaths. Relaxing behind your ears, softening your jaw and tongue. And even notice if you can bring the intent of relaxing your scalp. When you're ready, release the right hand and gently lift your skull upright. Relax the left arm down and inhale, rotate your shoulder bones forward and up. Exhale them back and down. 2 more, inhale forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Last one. And then let's extend the right arm straight out to the right, flexing at the wrist so the fingertips are face up. Bring the fingers together. Place your left hand on the right side of your skull, gently encouraging your left ear to fall towards your left shoulder. Use the weight of your left hand to traction, slow, gentle movement to your breath. Inhale, turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, turn your gaze down beneath your left armpit. Inhale towards the ceiling. Exhale, down. And just like that, on your own pace, take 3 more cycles of breath. Keep pressing the heel of your right palm out towards the right wall. When you're finished, land looking down beneath your left armpit, and let's pause and breathe here mindfully for about 5 cycles of breath. Bring your awareness to your facial muscles, starting at your forehead. Relax the skin between your eyebrows. Soften the muscles behind your eyes. Relax the four corners of your eyes. Soften your cheeks. One more deep breath here. And softly relax. Lift the crown of your head, release both arms in your lap. And then this time, inhale your arms forward. Exhale, backstroke your arms. Inhale your arms forward. Exhale, backstroke. One more time, inhale forward. Exhale, backstroke. So we had a request to focus on our shoulders and neck today, if you haven't guessed. So let's come on down to our hands and knees, all fours. If you like cushion under your knees, you can take your blanket, unfold it to the thickness that allows cushion under your knees, and set it right at the middle of your mat. Step your knees on top. Let's prepare to move in flexion and extension of your spine in cat-cows. So as you place your wrists on the floor, stack your shoulders right above them and spread your fingers flat. Step your knees about 2 inches behind your hips. Give the torso space to move. And as you listen to your breath, take a deep inhale while gliding your chest forward and coiling it up. Rolling your shoulders back and down, look up. This is cow pose. As you exhale, pressing the ground with your hands, scoop your belly inward, tuck the tailbone down, and drop your skull to round your back. This is cat pose. Let's take several more. Inhale the chest forward, peel the shoulder blades down your back, cow. Exhale, contract your belly, tilt the pelvis back, cat. Take at least 5 more slow cycles of breath and movement. The Sanskrit name for cat-cow pose is Vidalasana. And now start to move organically, maybe spontaneously, with an attitude of play and caring curiosity. Go in any direction that your body wants to move for another 5 to 10 breaths. Listen to the sound of your breathing as you do this. Are there any areas that might feel tense or stuck or stiff that you can bring gentle movement and visualize breath into? No right or wrong. Just play, explore, and gently move. Tuning into your breath. Let's eventually lower all the way down to our bellies. So your pelvis is on the ground, the legs are straight back. Rest your forehead on the ground, and then crawl your fingertips to the outsides of your mat, bending your elbows apart at 90-degree angles. Feel your feet completely grounded. Spread your toes and firm every toenail into the earth, as well as your pubic bone into the ground. Do this to support your sacrum, your lower back. as we start to dance our shoulders. Inhale, roll your shoulders back and down, lifting your chest, peel the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and send that right shoulder further back and down. Inhale, look forward, lift the sternum at the middle of your chest. Exhale, roll the left shoulder back, look behind it. Inhale, center. This time, look over the right shoulder again. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder. And then keep dancing your shoulders. You can change it up as whatever feels good to you, but continue to firm down your toenails, your pubic bone, all the while supporting stability at your lower back. Perhaps you want to move your head a different direction. Maybe drawing infinity signs in the air with your nose tip. Again, bring a caring curiosity to this movement. Another 5 deep breaths. Maybe you want to float the hands off the floor and activate the back muscles a bit. Maybe dance the arms out. Keep breathing mindfully. Maybe swimming the arms like you're the ocean. And we'll eventually slide the palms back alongside your floating ribs. Take an inhalation and coil the chest up into cobra, holding for 3 breaths as you hug the elbows close to your side ribs and continue to root the tops of your feet and pubic bone while actively stretching your legs back, drawing the shoulders down your back. Spread the collarbones wide apart and lengthen the back of your neck. Then exhale to press up to hands and knees. Have your knees 2 inches behind your hips again and your wrists right under your shoulders. Have a block or pillow within a reachable distance to grab, just in case, as we prepare for thread the needle. Take a deep inhale and raise your right arm towards the sky. Pause for 2 more breaths here, stretching your full wingspan. Feel the upper back and the chest broaden. Reach up through your right fingertips. On an exhalation, thread your right arm underneath your left bent elbow. Lower the right side of your head all the way down, whether on the ground or on your prop. Make sure the head is resting. Flare your left elbow towards the sky. Send your shoulder blades down your back. And try to keep the height of your left and right hips equally leveled. So rather than turning your pelvis into the spinal twist, you're turning your rib cage, but keeping the pelvis still. Let's take another 10 slow breaths. Breathe into the parts of your body in which sensation might become more pronounced. When you finish your 10 breaths, press up and come back to hands and knees, all force. Pause there for maybe 3 breaths, just a moment to feel the effects of that spinal twist on one side. Centering on your breathing. And as you press your right palm into the earth, inhale, raise your left arm straight up. Pause here, a couple more breaths, full wingspan. Reach energetically through your left fingertips. With an exhalation, slide your left arm underneath your right bent elbow. Lower the left side of your head on a prop or on the ground. Make sure you're comfortable. Level the height of your two hips. Visualize the twist across your waistline as you rotate your ribcage, breath by breath. Flaring your right elbow towards the sky. Send the shoulders down your back. Let's take another 10 conscious breaths here. When you finish your 10 counts of breaths, gently rise back to all fours, and again pause there, at least 3 breaths, observing. Notice how, if any sensations have changed. Keep the breath going. Now have your 2 blocks, one under each hand, blocks on their tallest height, and step your right foot forward, coming into a kneeling lunge. Let's add some gentle movement into the lower body. Separating your feet hips width apart, stack your right knee directly above your right heel. As you breathe in, allow your pelvis to gently sink closer to the ground, shoulders sink away from the neck. Keep the neck long, and as you breathe out, lift the ball of your right foot, flexing the toes back. Begin to scissor your right hip back towards straightening your right leg while you stretch your chest forward and bow. These are the 2 postures of our mindful movement. Inhale, rebend your right knee. Plant the sole of your right foot, sinking your pelvis. Exhale, lift the ball of your right foot, scissoring the right hip back as you bow, elongating your spine. Let's go another 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, back to lunge. Exhale, straighten and bow. Half split. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, half split. Let's stay in the half split. Let it be a comfortable way to rest your hands. So make sure if your shoulders are rounding, your hands are propped up high enough on blocks or props. You might even bring your forearms onto the blocks. Just make it a little more restful, not so active. But keep your right foot flexed. Plug the right thigh bone back into the hip socket. Firm up the front muscle of your right thigh. And as you're bowing forward, draw your sternum forward. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Lengthen through your chest. Got another 7 breaths here in Ardha Hanumanasana, or half split. Give your lower back support by gently activating your belly, pulling it in towards the spine. press forward through the big toe mound of your right foot. About one more breath here. Nice. Plant your hands on your blocks again. Drag your right foot behind you. Come back to hands and knees. Pause. 3 breaths here. Notice anything to notice. Then step your left foot forward beside your left block. Separate your legs hips distance apart. Stack your left knee right above your left heel. As you breathe in, allow your pelvis to gently sink, shoulder blades sink. As you breathe out, lift the ball of your left foot, flex the toes back, and scissor your left outer hip back while reaching your sternum forward to bow. These are our 2 postures. Let's flow. Inhale, bend the left knee, land the sole of your left foot. Exhale, straighten your left leg and bow. 3 more cycles of breath. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, let's stay in half split. Adjust the blocks as needed so they're not so far away that they cause the shoulders to rise up and crowd the neck. Bring them closer if you need. Maybe come down onto your forearms on the blocks if that's available without strain. So let this be a very supported pose of Ardha Hanumanasana as we hold another 7 breaths. Continue to flex your left foot, firm the front muscle of your left thigh, which is your quadricep. Firm the belly and elongate through the back of your skull and your sternum. Listen to your breath. And when you're ready, place your hands on your blocks, drag your left foot behind you, and this time come to sit with your legs in front of you. Let's prepare for Gomukhasana. You may want to sit on a folded blanket as you bring the legs in front of you. If the lower back begins to round right away, it might be helpful to sit up higher on that blanket. Grab your strap. You might want to start with it. And as I'm mirroring you, start by extending your left leg forward. Then turn out your right thigh and cross it as much as you can over your left thigh so that perhaps your knees stack down your midline. One option to practice this posture is to keep the bottom leg straight and flex the foot. You could fold in this way, and this variation is helpful to relieve sciatic nerve pinching, the pain that comes from that. Otherwise, bend your bottom knee, splay your feet wider apart if that's available, round evenly through your 2 sitting bones. This brings more attention to the glutes, lower back, and outer hips. Now with a strap, take hold of it in your left hand. Raising your left arm, dangle the tail of the strap behind your back. Use your right hand to help you rotate your left outer upper arm forward, externally rotating the upper arm bone. Bring the left elbow behind your head, plug your two shoulders down, and reach the right hand behind you underneath to grab hold of the other end of the strap. Walk your hands as close together as you can. If your fingers meet to clasp, you can let go of the strap. As you press your two sitting bones downward, lift up from the bottom of your spine to your crown, opening your throat. Take a deep breath and lift your chest. Hugging in the belly, exhale, stretch your sternum forward as you begin to bow. Continue finding your range of motion in this forward fold. Another 9 deep breaths in cow face pose, or Gomukhasana in Sanskrit. When you're finished with those 9 breaths, inhale, start to rise up slowly. Release your arms and uncross your legs, sitting up tall in stick pose with legs straight in front of you. Pause, at least for 3 breaths here, observing your body and mind. Noticing if anything might be shifting for you in any way during this practice. Transitioning to the second side, turn out your left thigh, cross it over your right thigh, stacking your knees. Keep the bottom leg straight, especially if you did so on the first side, or bend the bottom knee and split your feet. Root down to your 2 sitting bones. Take your strap in your right hand, and as you raise your right arm, dangle the strap behind your back. With the help of your left hand, rotate your right tricep forward. Plug your 2 shoulders down as you bring the right elbow behind your head. Reach your left hand behind you underneath and grab the other end of the strap. Walk your hands as close together as you can. If your fingers meet to clasp, you can let go of the strap. Then firm down again to your 2 sitting bones, breathing in to lift your spine tall. Coiling your chest up, open your throat. Exhale from your hips, begin to bow with a flat back. Even a slight back bend, keeping the chest a little lifted. Let's take another 9 breaths here to explore the range of your cow face pose, Gomukhasana. When you're ready, breathe in, slowly rise up. Release your arms, and again, straighten your legs in front of you, sitting tall for at least 3 breaths, paying attention to what's here now. From here, let's start to make our way onto our backs. Take a block with you, maybe 2. Just set them aside so you can reach for them in a moment. Have your strap as well, within reachable distance. Lying on your back, bend both knees And as you press your feet into the ground, take a block and lift your hips. Slide the block across your sacrum underneath. Start with a block on the lowest height. See how this feels. Making sure the block is not too close to your rib cage, nor too close to the bottom of your glutes. Just at a comfortable spot where you can be stable and rest completely on the block with feet on the floor. Supported bridge pose. Now you can keep it as one block, or if you want to explore how it might feel with 2 blocks, grab your second block and stack it right on top. You might have to adjust where the 2 blocks are so that you can be comfortable and stable. Then, once you've found that position you can rest in for about 10 more breaths, bring the arms really close to your sides. Rotate your outer upper arms towards the ground so that your palms are face up, broadening across your shoulders. Tilt your chin slightly away from your chest, opening your throat. Bring your mind's eye to your belly. Let's focus on breathing into the abdomen these next 8 breaths here. Inhale through your nose, right into your belly. Feel it gently expand. Exhale through your nose. Feel the belly soften down towards your back. Inhale into the belly. Gently expand it. Exhale through the nose. Soften the belly downward. And just like that, continue for 6 more deep breaths. Both this posture and this breathing technique can be helpful for stimulating your digestion and further calming your nervous system. Also notice how it feels on your shoulders and your neck, as this is considered a supported back bend too. Now we're going to enter a supported shoulder stand. You might want the same height of the blocks under your sacrum, or you might want a lower height. So start by seeing how it feels to raise one leg straight up. The leg doesn't have to be completely straight, just comfortably straight. Then raising the other leg to join it. Notice if this feels comfortable or if you need to adjust the blocks. We'll be here another 10 deep breaths. Now imagine you could breathe into the soles of your feet, filling them up as you inhale. But as you exhale, envision that breath like a waterfall washing down your legs, into your belly, into your chest, into the crown of your head. Inhale into the soles of your feet. And exhale, water falling down to the rest of the body. 8 more deep breaths here. So the act of visualizing an action with your breath can be a means of mindful breathing. Perhaps envision a color to your breath. Notice what color comes to you. ready, gently step one foot at a time onto the ground. Then lift your pelvis, remove the block or blocks. Slowly lower your spine. Draw your bent knees into your chest. Maybe rock gently side to side to massage your sacrum. Keep your right knee bent to your chest and slide your left leg to the floor. Wind relieving pose, Apanasana. Find your strap and let's step the ball of your right foot into the loop or the middle of the strap. If you have that hula hoop size loop, you might want to make it much smaller, like the size of a stirrup. Then extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Hold the strap in your left hand. We're about to come into a supine twist. So if you would like something to rest your inner leg on, you could place a pillow off to the left side of your mat to land your right leg on, or a stack of pillows. Open your right arm wide on the ground, making sure to keep the right shoulder grounded the whole posture. To stretch your neck, you might look past your right shoulder. Begin to cross your right leg slowly to your left side, breath by breath. It's okay to lift the right hip off the floor. About 5 more breaths here. And then as you're ready, slowly lift the right leg up, roll onto your back. Take the strap in your right hand, plant the left hand onto the top of your left thigh. Just a brief one. Turn out your right leg and open it out to the right side. Just a few breaths. Then draw your right bent knee back to your chest, removing the strap. Slide your right leg to the floor and bend your left knee into your chest. Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Deep breaths. Then step the ball of your left foot into the strap. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling and hold the strap in your right hand. Now, if you used a pillow to catch your inner leg on the first side, bring it over to the right side. Open your left arm on the floor out to the left and ground your left shoulder the entire twist. To stretch your neck, you might look past your left shoulder. Then slowly begin to cross your left leg over your body to the right. Breath by breath. For about 5 more breaths here. And when you're ready, roll onto your back, lift the left leg upright again, and switch hands so that your left hand is holding the strap. Place your right palm down onto the top of your right thigh. Turn out your left leg and gently open it to the left side for just a few breaths. A finishing touch. And this is supine, hand to big toe. Supta Uttita Hasta Parangushtasana. Come back to center, remove the strap. Bend your knees apart into happy baby pose. Taking a few last cleansing exhalations through the mouth there. Round your tailbone and shoulders and splay your feet apart, drawing your knees towards the earth outside of your shoulders. Parallel your feet to each other. About 5 more cleansing exhalations in through the nose and out through the mouth. Sigh it out if you like. Make any sound. And then draw your bent knees together in towards your chest. Close your eyes as you gather everything in. Take a full inhalation. Fill up with your breath. Pause. Squeeze in a little tighter perhaps. And then as you're ready, open the mouth and let it all go. All the effort, all the controlling of the breath. Allow it to flow naturally. Allow your body to splay out on the ground. Allow your bones to feel heavy as you soften the muscles around them. Closing your eyes. Feel your eyeballs gently sink deeper into their sockets. Even here, invite the attitude of carrying curiosity to whatever arises internally for a few minutes of Shavasana. eyes still closed. Feel into the effects of your practice. Begin to rub your thumbs across your fingertips. Softly turn your head, ease into moving your neck. Circling your feet, begin to stretch your arms overhead. Regather your knees into your chest and softly turn over to your right side, resting your head for a moment, feeling your body breathe. With no rush to get anywhere. As you feel ready, lift your body upright and find a comfortable seat for our 5 minutes of mindfulness, meditation, and silence. Position your body so that you can feel grounded. You might elevate your pelvis on a cushion. Allow your spine to lift tall without rigidity. Relax your shoulders back and down. Perhaps you stack your palms face up with thumb tips touching at the center of your lap, a more neutral gesture. Or you bring your thumb and first finger to touch with the palms face down in your lap, a grounding, focusing mudra. Whatever works for you, close your eyes or steady a soft gaze on one spot ahead. In this meditation of 5 minutes beginning now, I invite you to observe whatever comes to surface. Thought forms, sensations, emotions, feelings. Time and time again, being a witnessing presence with an attitude of caring curiosity for the pleasant, the unpleasant, and the neutral. No matter how many times your attention may wander, return time and time again to witnessing with caring curiosity. All of it. This is the practice in itself. Ease your awareness from your inner world to your outer world, feeling your physical body. Perhaps joining your palms to meet at the center of your heart, bowing in. Remember your intention for this practice and your dedication. How may we bring the practice of yoga into other aspects of our doing and daily life? So it's not just a compartmentalized hour that we spend here on our mats. It infuses into our relationships with mindful breathing and to wherever we are. Together, let's close, chanting one Om. Take a deep breath. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.